One area that I'd like to discuss is the project's transportation and traffic impacts to the region. Before I dive into that, I think what I'd like to do too is share a little bit about myself. I'm very familiar with the Highway 12, 113 corridor. I was born and raised down the Sacramento River Delta, spent my time going back and forth all the way to Rio Vista, all the way to Hood, Cortland area, which is where I'm from. So I'm very familiar of some of the impacts of Highway 12, negative impacts of Highway 12 and 113. A lot of safety issues, deaths on the highway, lack of Caltrans responsibility for improving that corridor. And through the course of time, which when I would come hunt fish down in this area, it's still puzzling to why the corridor hasn't been improved. Not here to lay a responsibility on anybody, but I think, as much as we now look with this new application and we look at an expansion, it somehow now redirects to an applicant that needs to solve all the problems for Highway 12 and 113, which from a planner's perspective, legally as well, it's not their responsibility to fix the problem. It's actually Caltrans and some part of STA, which is our local transit agency, to push that narrative of these issues and try to get some kind of congestion as well as corridor type of improvements out there. But with that said, the applicant intends to do their legal responsibility requirements based on mitigation outcomes to improve the corridor. That will be a process that will be detailed within the environmental impact report that we're working through right now. And then it will be a process that will likely be phased. And what I mean by phased, as I mentioned, this is a 20-year project. It'll take some time. And so incrementally, as growth occurs and trip volumes happen as a result of the project, there will be some legal requirement of improvements that the applicant would have to complete in order to continue to develop within that area. So I would say in conclusion that there is going to be a commitment by the applicant to make necessary improvements. But if we're looking at these improvements to happen on day one, should the project be approved, that's just an unrealistic expectation, and truthfully it doesn't happen that way within the development world, which I've been around for 25 years. So I think change will happen. It will be related incrementally to how that area is developed and the growth pattern, and then we'll see those necessary improvements that happen to the corridor. And my hope is by that time, there'll be relationships established with Caltrans, STA, where we can all kind of have a unified approach to improving the corridor, not just for the new project, but for everybody within this region.